What is the deal behind Tundu Lissu and Robert Amsterdam? You know, the Pan-African movement was an emotional, cultural, psychological, and ideological movement engineered by true Pan-Africanists. Unity was vital to our economic, social, and political progress. Unfortunately, this new version of neo-politicians such as the puppet Tundu Lissu is nearly hegemonic that has resurfaced in several parts of Africa. This new version has no foundation and has provoked strong objections on several grounds. Their movement is vigorously promoted by Western sectors of corporate media and the funders of the nonprofit industrial complex, such as Amsterdam and Partners LLP, the law firm owned by Robert Amsterdam. Besides Tundu Lissu, Robert Amsterdam and Partners LLP have engaged in matters and representations globally and throughout Africa, Asia, and Latin America. Most recently, the firm has represented Ugandan Member of Parliament Robert Kyagulanyi, Bobi Wine, as well as the former president of Zambia, Rupia Banda, the governor of Kaduna State, Nigeria, Nasir El-Rufai, and the former governor of Akwa Ibom, Nigeria, Godswill Akpabio. The story of Robert Amsterdam started in 1956 in White Plains, New York, where he was born, and moved to Ottawa, Canada at a young age, where he grew up as a Canadian citizen. He was awarded a BA from Carleton University, Ottawa, Canada, back in 1975, and got his LLB from Queen's University, Kingston, Canada, in 1978. According to his academic records, Robert was a very average, unassuming student. Then there is the fact that nearly all of his clients are either exiled, as it was to his client the puppet Tundu Lissu, on the run, or rotting in prison, yet he is still able to find more high-profile cases. Amsterdam's clients are hopeless causes, guilty of such overt criminality, usually with no defense. Contrary to many beliefs, he is an unsuccessful lawyer who makes excuses and has often failed his clients. He doesn't admit when he doesn't have an answer, and he fails to take responsibility for his mistakes. Robert Amsterdam goes well beyond this, abusing his responsibility to carry out specific political objectives on behalf of the globalists with whom he consorts. He is now part of the legal team representing Mr. Tundu Lissu. He is the man who has agreed with the puppet Tundu Lissu to oversee his political activities in Tanzania elections. But the big question to Tanzanians is, what promise has Mr. Lissu given him in return? The answer lies in his speeches, saying that if he becomes president, something that will not happen anyway, he will sell and mortgage Tanzania minerals, and Mr. Amsterdam is set to be the lead counsel in all negotiations. According to very reliable sources within his party Chadema, the involvement of Robert Amsterdam in Tanzania elections is viewed as a liability and opposed by party aficionados. But due to the covert nature of Tundu Lissu's puppet candidacy for the West and the infusion of campaign funding necessary to run an already failing presidential campaign against a formidable opponent in John Pombe Magufuli, a candidate who is projected to win by more than 80%. Chadema is yielding to the pressure, but clearly not committed to cause. This can be seen in the decision to agree with the National Election Committee to accept the 7-day suspension, despite Tundu Lissu's defiance to regard the NEC order. Contrary to many's beliefs, the men described by the Tundu Lissu as globocrats is not invincible at all. He fails more often than he would care to admit, and along the wake of chaos he leaves behind him in pursuit of his agenda lies a horizon of complete, unmitigated wreckage. Refer to his two most recent, and perhaps most notorious cases, which involve a Russian oligarch named Mikhail Khodorkovsky and a Thai police colonel turned billionaire tycoon, Thaksin Shinawatra. Mr. Amsterdam should immediately cease and desist all his intrusive political activities in Tanzania and stick to his legal duties to his client, the puppet Tundu Lissu. This message is approved by Ma Promo for Ma Promo Free Press USA.